Imagine having nowhere to cook or wash dishes for weeks at a time. It happened to a St. Petersburg family. Here's 8 on Your Side problem solver Steve Overton now with a warning about giving a contractor too much money too soon.
It was ridiculous. Instead of the new kitchen the Snipes family paid for, they were washing dishes in the bathroom sink, and they've had no place to cook.
We've spent money on fast food. We haven't had anything hot to eat except for what our parents cooked for us.
Last May, Cassandra and Rob gave Budget Kitchen and Bath in Pinellas Park more than $1,500 toward a kitchen remodeling job. This is how things were left.
We're supposed to have cabinets, wall cabinets that are going to go all the way around here. Unfortunately, we made the step of giving this man a check before we found out anything.
The Snipes say the company repeatedly broke promises to complete the job. We asked the company to get on the stick, and they did more work.
We appreciate everything you've done for us.
Certainly appreciate that, because obviously we had gotten nowhere with them, and now we're much better off. At least we can use the kitchen to a certain extent now.
But before finishing the job, Budget Kitchen and Bath went out of business. So we asked the guys from City Plywood, longtime kitchen experts, to come in and clean up the mess. They gave Cassandra the kitchen she'd been waiting for. Kirk, Ski, and Rick felt it was the right thing to do.
She was stuck and didn't have no cabinets in the house. She couldn't use them, couldn't put her dishes anywhere.
They were here on time, and they had a lot of people to work on different things, and I was impressed with their work. As a matter of fact, it looks better than what we intended it to look, but it looks good. I'm happy with it. I didn't think it could be done, but it was. Yeah. So if I had to do it again, I'll call 8 on Your Side.
This is Steve Overton with 8 on Your Side.
Didn't laugh?
No.
Before hiring a contractor, call the Better Business Bureau. Ask the company for names of current customers and find out if they're satisfied. And most important, don't pay in advance. Pay in increments as the job is completed. Of course, our special thanks to City Plywood for stepping in and taking a loss to help the family win. They did have their new kitchen in time for Christmas. I knew.
And welcome back to Consumer News. We are joined by Gail Ski Perbilski, co-owner of City Plywood.
You really don't want your countertops matching, like the cabinets. You try tie it into more like your appliance or your floor. Or if you're tiling walls, tie it in with your wall tiles.
Yeah. What are the popular colors or styles for cabinets these days?
Oh, mainly your light oak cabinets, cathedral design. You got raised panel square doors on the bottoms. You got cathedral on the uppers, gives it a little better look. And it's mainly oak cabinets.
Oak. Now, how do you take care of that as far as, do you just use a regular, soap and water as far as cleaning these things? Or?
Well, there's different types of cleaning supplies out. They have some out that's called varnish food, which we order in for customers. And one bottle will last you almost a year, but it's real good on it. It brings the finish back on wood cabinets.
You will show us some cabinets in a little while, but what other things do you have at City Plywood?
Oh, we have plywood, paneling, roofing, siding, a lot of ceramic tile.
Now, as far as the plywood goes, do you, where do you get that plywood from, basically? Is it from, Pacific Northwest or Alabama, or where's the major import of lumber?
We buy it through Georgia Pacific.
Okay.
Usually comes out of Florida, as a matter of fact.
Would you recommend that homeowners, this is in the wake of Hurricane Andrew, would you recommend that all homeowners during hurricane season, if they live anywhere in Florida, have some plywood on hand?
They should. They should have a few sheets in their garage or some kind of a storage area just for windows. And because a lot of times, if there's a hurricane right around here, you can't get to the lumber yards either.
Right. There's a big run on plywood then when it comes to that, huh?
Yeah, there was when Andrew went through.
Yeah. Do you have all sorts of ceramic tile there, or do you have people on hand to demonstrate, what types of tile match this, or?
Well, we have quite an assortment of tile. We probably have in store, I guess, 5, 6 semis of ceramic tile, different colors, different manufacturers. And most of our salespeople on the floor give customers all kinds of different ideas on how to mix them if they want to do different colors and checkerboards. And
how long have you been in the area? Or do you have how many stores
14
now?
years.
14 years.
Now, Bay City Plywood's been in Tampa and Clearwater for almost 18 years.
Ah, okay. What do you think the major difference is between Bay City Plywood and these other stores that you had spoken of a few minutes ago?
Well, there's a few different things. I mean, their stores are all fancy and everything else. I mean, my stores ain't the best looking stores and they ain't located in great neighborhoods, but hey, that's my overhead's down.
Oh,
I can save people money that way.
Oh, the consumers can get a much better buy. Do you ever advertise in newspapers or flyers? I know you have some television advertising.
We advertise mainly television. We found out newspaper didn't do as good for ours, our type of business, as television does.
Have you learned a lot as far as decorating with kitchen cabinets and things like that, or is your wife the one behind it that says, hey, let's do our cabinets over, and I want oak or light oak or white or something? So
no, I know a lot about interior decorating, and I deal with the customers myself too.
Okay.
And in fact, I enjoy it. It's fun to get in there and design a kitchen. I like to go out to the house and actually get in there and measure it and see what you're up against, and you can give them a lot of good ideas once you're into a house.
We're here with Ski from Bay City Plywood, and as promised, Ski is going to show us some different kitchen cabinets here. This is a whitewashed one?
Yes, this is a whitewash. We stock this in our Tampa store. This cabinet here, as you can see, this is an all-wood cabinet. It's got wood sides, wood bottom shelves. Everything in it is 100% all-wood cabinet.
Okay. Now this one.
This one here is basically what everybody else sells. It's an oak front, and it's got a particle board sides, your shelves.
So this is particle board here?
Yeah, this is all particle board here. They make it look like a wood by putting a wood grain vinyl onto it, and but really it doesn't hold up very long.
What's the lifespan between particle board and real wood?
Well, it all depends. Particle board, if it's taken care of, I also sell the particle board cabinet. If it's taken care of, it'll last you 10, 15 years. Now, wood, it'll last 30, 35 years.
Now, particle board, though, tends to what do you call it, bow or sag or something, whereas does wood ever do that? Or
no, you won't find the wood doing that. What does that in your shelves, it makes a bow in it, is the moisture from your glasses when you put them in there or your plates.
Oh. Okay.
Particle board has a tendency to grab that moisture, and it weakens it.
How would I know if I have wood or particle board?
Usually through your end grains.
Okay.
You can tell. Or, see, particle board, they got to put a vinyl on it. Or they'll put a thin piece of wood veneer on it. But you look at your end grains on cabinets, because a lot of times they got countertops on them, and look up on the bottom of a cabinet, and you can tell right on the bottom of it.
Okay. And this is a lot lighter, isn't it, then?
No. Your particle board is going to be twice as heavy as your wood.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah. A lot of people think that you can't put them into mobile homes because of the weight of them, but actually, your wood cabinets are lighter than your particle board.
Okay. Now, what's this one here?
That's a all-wood cabinet.
This is all wood. All right. How would you put child safety locks on some of these?
Well, there's different types of child safety locks. They're just like a plastic clip that goes onto the inside. They got different types of knobs now that you can put onto the cabinet. And it's magnetic, and actually it's a child safety lock. Oh,
is it? Okay. Now, how expensive is this as opposed to something like that? I really like that whitewashed one. I bet that makes the kitchen look real open and airy. And but what is the expense difference between wood and particle board?
It runs, basically about 20%. And the whitewash, like the wood cabinets that I sell for about the same price as the particle board cabinets that everybody else sells.
Yeah.
It's just that I save money on the particle board cabinets. And I stock them, so they're there to go.
Well, it's interesting stuff. And how many different types of these do you custom design?
Well, we stock 8 different lines of cabinets. We roughly have about 14 semis on hand. And we custom order 5 different other manufacturers.
Well, it keeps you pretty busy, huh?
That it does.
Okay, Ski. Thanks so much for joining us today. Please welcome Rick, Ski, and Kurt. What's that?
I never saw that in Orlando. That's good.
Yeah.
So is Bob. I like it.
You know, I certainly don't mean to insult you, but these are some of the tackiest commercials I've ever seen.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you take that as a compliment, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We resemble that statement.
But you know, do they work? People come in and say, I saw the spots and I'm going to buy from you guys. Do they work?
Absolutely.
They do it all the time.
Yeah. Why do they work? What's your theory on this?
I don't know, because if you make them crazy enough, it gets their attention. And they come in the store all the time. They'll walk in the door, get up, start laughing. They just, they do. They'll walk through the door and actually do the laugh for you.
Oh, will they?
Yep.
They'll come right up to you and do the laugh. And do you do the laugh back to them?
Sometimes.
Now, who came up with the idea of this ha, ha, ha at the end? And how long has that been going on?
It's been going on for about 8, 9 years.
Yeah. But whose idea was it? How did you... I mean, you know, you think of advertising agencies and these guys in pinstripe suits sitting around a big conference table talking about market share and all this stuff. You guys come up, must have somewhere said, well, let's just belly laugh at the end. Who came up with that?
Ours is, we used to think of our commercials within about an hour before the show. That's how we'd come up with them.
An hour before?
Yeah.
You have a script or anything? You just
we'd make up our own.
make it up.
Mm-hmm.
Did you write it down on a piece of toilet paper, napkin?
Yeah.
I don't know what.
A piece of paper.
And that was it?
Yep,
An hour ahead of time. A lot of big conference room planning going on here.
Right, that's why we started laughing about them.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to take a commercial break. Would you laugh us out?
Now?
Right now.
Okay.
And we'll take a break.